Hey, what's going on over there? This is Justice. Today I'm breaking down a Facebook Live I did over my original chapters community, talking about really the do's and more importantly, the don'ts of affiliate marketing and how to be smart about getting into it. All right, so let's go ahead and get right to it. First one on the board. Multiple platforms versus one platform. Okay, so when it comes to this, I am definitely on the side. And you have to think about it. What's the reason here for what I'm about to say? When you're dealing with multiple platforms, you're dealing with a lot of different algorithms. When you're dealing with one platform, you're dealing with one algorithm. I think we all know how intense the Facebook algorithm is. If we're here on Facebook now, there's the TikTok algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, the Instagram algorithm, and any platform that you're on out there. There's all these different algorithms. So now with that being said, how are you going to best leverage your time? Is it going to be spent by going around to just because people are saying, get yourself out there, build up your presence, get yourself on social media, make it so that your people can just find you wherever they need, but take up your name. If your name's hashtag millionaire winner, then make sure you get that on every single platform out there and you'll make it. It's like, so you can have that mentality and then once again, spread yourself extremely thin, or you can have the mentality of, let me focus on one. Let me focus on one and let me go ahead and actually get as much as I can out of this one, squeeze as much as I can out of it, and now direct all my attention to it. Like myself, I focused heavily when I was just starting out. I tried to get in, let's say 3 platforms. I was trying to do Facebook, I was trying to do YouTube, I was trying to do TikTok. And realistically, as you go through it, you just see as far as the YouTube side, let's just talk about those 3 individually. YouTube, you have to post like 3 to 4 times a week for 6 months or so to really get your page jumping and get it notified and start really getting the algorithm working for you and start getting some views and then start getting that residual passive income over there. Passive, it's a played out word, but in general, start getting that income up. But realistically, making 3 to 4 videos is going to take a lot of your time. Okay, it sounds good in theory, one of those things, yeah, but realistically, think about how long it was with the editing and everything there is to it as far as making these. So now you keep that in mind. Now stack on top of that the TikTok. You have to put out, if you want to have a successful TikTok page, you have to be putting out 4 to 6 videos a day. 7 days a week if you can, realistically. So now we're talking 6, let's just put the average 5 videos on TikTok a day. Every other day at least you're doing a YouTube video. And now Facebook, and organically, my strategy, I always focus on, hey, if you can post at least 3 to 5 times a day while continuing to do the other income producing tasks in your Facebook business, outreach, just things like that, now you're adding all of that in the mix. All right. Now, I don't know about you guys, but starting out, full-time jobs in the way. And how are you going to possibly do all of that while manage all 3 of these platforms? And a lot of people I talk to are trying to do even more than that. I'm just talking about my personal experience. I was dealing with pushing those 3, but some people are adding Instagram into the mix. They're adding Pinterest to the mix. They're adding their own blog to the mix. So now when you add all of those, how are you going to master all of these algorithms? I just told you kind of the 3 examples, and I could go even more in depth. Blogs, we're talking SEOs, having to really get your brand up there that much more, which is going to take time. And so, I would much rather see you focus on one instead of jumping on multiple in the beginning. Focus on that one platform there. Squeeze as much as you can out of it. Start to see some income from it. Profit from it too. Not just income, but some profit from it. Net income is in the black here. The green of the black, not the red. A lot of people doing Facebook ads and things like that. Yeah, they get some sales, but what's your net income? Did you spend 100, make 50? Did you spend 50, make 100? Because I want to see you on the ladder there. Okay. So really, I just want to make that clear. Multiple platforms, I would recommend do not do that. I talk to people a lot who are just really dead set on at least having a secondary. Hey, if you're gonna have a secondary, you better have the time for it. That's all I gotta say. Because at the end of the day, I know people looking at, they're like, oh, I love to do the Facebook organic. I love to do my one main platform, but I've been building up this YouTube on the side for a while, or I've been building up this TikTok, and man, I just got a connection to it, been doing it. It's like, hey, at the end of the day, we all choose our own ways to run our own business. I'm just telling you myself, it's a lot to manage multiple platforms. So when you're in the beginning, hey, ask yourself this question. You're handling all of these platforms. How many commissions have you made off of these platforms? If the answer is 0, you need to take a hard look at what these multiple platforms are doing for you. I'm just saying this to really wake you up real quick, because I think a lot of people are like, oh, I've been building this, and it's like, what does that mean? I've been building this. It's more so, what has it been producing for you? What kind of income has it been generating for you and your business? If it hasn't really been generating that much income for you and your business, then you need to take a step back and think about, man, maybe managing all of these platforms at once is not really the best way for me to go about this. Maybe I just need for the sake of discussion here, listen to Justice, and maybe just focus my energy on one platform and get the most I can out of it. And then once you're able to at least get a commission out of it, but ideally start generating some true consistent income and revenue from one platform. Now you can actually go ahead, step aside, get that secondary going. And and if you ask me personally, that's what I recommend. I'd wait until then to now finally start getting that going there. So as far as, I'm going to try and get the banner so you can kind of see here. So this pretty much here is, I'm talking about multiple platforms right now. Multiple versus one platform. All right. So that's really what I want you to keep in mind there. As far as that goes, I 100% recommend doing one platform in the beginning. Get yourself going one platform. Do what you can to really now all of a sudden know what you're doing there, take advantage, and make it happen. Okay, so now next up, what do we want to talk about here? I want to talk about multiple offers versus one offer. Okay, let's talk about that for a second here. All right, so now multiple offers versus one offer. Why? Let's dig deep here. Okay, let's dig deep. I gave you the reasons why you need to focus on one platform. All right. I'm telling you from my own experience here. I'm not just telling you stuff because I feel like telling you stuff. All right. Multiple offers versus one offer. What you need to focus on here. Once again, I had a conversation with someone last week. The week only just started, so I'm already having a lot of conversations this week. But let's just go back to last week. Let me flash back for a second. The person was telling me about how, okay, I have a 3K goal. I might have to pull up my calculator for this, but all right. So I got a 3K goal. You know what? How am I? Okay, how are you going to get there? So you know what? The way I see it, they said if I get 3 products and I promote each of them, and they're all about $100 each, I make $100 sale for all of them, or at least one of them in a day, then that $100 a day times 30 gets you your 3K. They get their 3K month. Now, look, we all have great ideas in our heads, but when it comes down to executing, what has that gotten you? That's what you really have to think. After you spent a month doing something, you got to look back. You got to look back and really see what has happened. What have the results been of this? And sure, just because you don't get a sale doesn't mean that the results aren't positive. How many leads have you gotten? Let's talk about that. How many leads have you gotten? Now, when we're talking about multiple versus one offer. For one, if you're having multiple offers, you best believe that they have to be congruent. They have to be in the same niche. You cannot be out here promoting, especially in the beginning. If you have a solid business, like I said, you want to build up a secondary niche later, sure. But let's talk about multiple offers in one niche. You have to keep them congruent here, because if you don't, it's going to be very confusing. It's going to be misleading to your audience no matter where you're posting content, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. If you're out here promoting multiple links and promoting multiple links or multiple offers, it's going to be very confusing to your audience there. So really, you need to think about, one, if I'm going to have multiple offers, keep them extremely congruent. And on that side, I would most likely say realistically, choose something that can be adjustable for who you're talking to. Me, I'm on once again, organic Facebook. I'm all about building relationships online. So the way that I go about it is I want to go ahead and make an offer that's going to be great for one person and have an offer that's great for another person. And maybe both offers are great for the same person. But either way, keep those options available, because that's what's going to be super powerful for you and your business there. All right. I really want you to just keep that in mind, because if you have multiple offers and they're in different niches, now it's just, you're building up confusion. You're going to confuse yourself as well. Let's forget about the prospect for a second. you're going to be confusing yourself, and that's going to truly hurt you down the line. Because now, it's kind of like what I say too. When I promote high ticket, let's even just say high ticket affiliate products. One thing I'm going to give you, here's a little pro tip, right? A little quick one. If I'm on the phone with someone and I'm promoting a high ticket affiliate offer, I do not show them the sales page. I get them directly to the checkout link, because I've already told them everything they need to know. Why am I going to go ahead and show them the sales page where it shows them a video and testimonials and this and that and this? I told them everything they just need to know. They already said they want me to send them the link to the check. They're interested. They want to get into it. They never asked for the video. But a lot of people out there are sending people to the sales page and then going where you have to kind of click now, click down below to enroll, and then you get them to the checkout page, which is what you really want to get them to, because you've already told them everything there is to know. And of course, if they want the sales page, sure, give it to them. But with that being in mind, you don't give them the sales page. I'm just going to relate these real quick. You don't give them the sales page, because now that's confusing, and they're going to have to step back and say, wait a sec. Everything sounded great before. Now I'm seeing that there's more to this story. So let me step back, and I'll get back to you tomorrow. I'll get back to you next week. You get back to next week. I watched the video. I feel a little different. You don't want to do that to yourself. Now let's relate this to the multiple offers. It's the same reason here. You give multiple offers, especially to the same person, especially if they're too different. Now people are saying, oh, I don't know which is best for me. Hey, Justice, do you know which is best for me? Man, I don't know. That's why I told you both, because I can't even decide. You see, the confusion on my end or your end as the seller, as the affiliate, just gets confusing, and you really don't want to be there. You need extreme clarity, all right? Because you need clarity, and you have to be able to lead with authority. You have to be the expert they're looking for, and an expert doesn't tell them, oh, you got A or B, up to you. An expert knows that B or A or B or C, whatever, is the one for you. This is the one that's best for you. I can tell just off the conversation we've had today that this is going to be a perfect fit for you. I'm not even going to tell you about B, because B isn't for you. You don't even know about B, because all I'm telling you about is A. So keep that in mind there if you're going to have multiple offers. Now, with that being said, myself, I did promote multiple offers in the beginning. Really, when I wrote this kind of piece of the topic there, I was leaning towards just telling you just do one offer. Now, as I'm kind of talking out loud, I think it's okay as long as they're different levels. And this is going to lead nicely into our next one. I'm going to move this one a little up above, because I think this is a nice little segue to the next piece. So really, if you're going to have multiple offers, what's important is that they're different price points. Congruent, of course, but that they are different price points. That has to be the case if they're going to be different. If you're promoting two different products and they are the same price point, let's just say that they're both $1,000, you got two products. One does XYZ, one does XYZ and something else, but very similar. I just think that it's going to be very confusing for you, and now you have a tough time promoting it to this person. It's like, maybe, I guess you could say maybe one has more of a done for you system. Maybe one has more of a for the person who wants to do it themselves. Sure, but at the end of the day, I'd rather you have $1,000 one than maybe a downsell of that. Maybe now you have, okay, maybe I got $100 offer here. Maybe the $1,000 isn't right for this person. That's what I kind of look for as far as having multiple offers. Other than that, have one high ticket offer, have one mid ticket offer, have one low ticket offer. Don't get crazy. It's just like the whole multiple platforms here. That's the reason you don't have multiple platforms. You want to focus on one, because you're able to have so much more clarity in your direction and your drive. You're heading right down the straight path. And that's really what you need in order to have success in this business here. Okay. So keep that in mind. And once again, like I said, this is going to be a nice segue into what the next piece is. All right. I'm going to type this one out here. The next one, like I said, you want to not have confusion here. And when that confusion comes is when you're promoting two things here that are just not congruent, or two things that are exact same price point, because now you're lacking clarity for yourself. So really what you want to keep in mind next is this right here. We're talking low ticket versus high ticket. All right, low ticket versus high ticket. If you're just hearing these phrases for now in the beginning, no problem. Like I said, this is for people who are just getting started, or for people who know what they're doing a bit. If you know what you're doing a bit, of course you've heard of high ticket affiliate marketing, high ticket sales. We can step aside from the affiliate marketing for a second, just say high ticket sales. I'm a big believer in having the true skills. So even though all of these things I'm talking to you about, sure, they can work for affiliate marketing. sure they can work for any other business you're thinking about doing here, because sales and marketing is huge and it is critical. Period. All right, period. So I could go off on that tangent on that. I'm going to go right back to this. High ticket versus low ticket. Okay. So high ticket, low ticket. Let's just go off into what the majority of people start to think here when they hear these things. All right, low ticket. Oh yeah. I think I'm going to start with low ticket. High ticket's a little intimidating, it's like, I don't know, $1,000 product, a $2,500, a $3,000 product. I haven't even made a sale yet. How am I gonna promote some of that? I wouldn't even know what to do. I'm just saying this because this is how I thought when I was starting. It's a good chance this is how you're thinking right now, and there's a good chance if you're not thinking it, someone else in affiliate marketing is thinking it. If you're not thinking it, good for you. Because realistically, I say it all the time, it takes the same amount of energy to promote a high ticket to a low ticket. I'll tell you right now, you're gonna have doing this Facebook organically. You're gonna have a lot of people who are going to give you a lot of hassle over a $7 product, and someone who, when you offer them a $2,500 product, a $1,000 product, they're going to be looking for help. They're going to be looking for help, and they're going to be happy that they found someone who can provide it for them. Because some people just know a $10 product isn't going to get them the results they need. So really, what you're saying when, I think I'm going to start with a low ticket instead of a high ticket. What I hear and what I think that you're trying to say is that I just don't have the confidence yet. I don't have the clarity on how to go about making a sale, period. So I'm going to lean with this low ticket here. I'm going to start with this because I think it's just more my wheelhouse, I think this is more something that I can gravitate to. Other than that, the high ticket's too intimidating. High sales, I wouldn't buy that. Let's talk about this for a sec. That brings another great point. Ooh, $2,000? I wouldn't buy that. Why would I? I'm not going to try to promote that to people. I'm going to have way less luck. I would never buy a $2,000. I did a post about this today, actually, on my profile. A little different subject, more about recurring. We'll talk about that later, recurring commissions. But, that's too much. I wouldn't buy that, so why would I try and promote it? I know that there's so many people who would spend $10 on this. Let's do the numbers real quick. How many $10 sales is it going to take to get you to your $1,000 a month? And if your goal is $1,000 a month, you need to boost your goal up. I'm just saying that because I'm just trying to fuel you. That's all. But let's get serious again. How many sales is it going to take you to get your $1,000 a month? Let me bust out my calculator quick here. We're talking $10,000 divided by 10 sales. It's 100 sales in a month. That's just to get you to $1,000 a month. A lot of us here, we got goals. Like I said, I want to see you hit 5 figures per month. So now times that by 10, it's 1,000 sales in a month. All right, I don't know about you. We're not Amazon here. Like, it's tough for us to bust out 1,000 sales a month to get you your income goals. Now, all right, here's one argument I could potentially see to that. Oh, Justice, you know what? I'm gonna do Facebook ads. I'm gonna pump it out with Facebook ads. I'm gonna crush it. I'm not a big believer in Facebook ads, especially if you're a beginner. If you're reinvesting profits and you're looking to scale your business that way, I'm all for it. There. But if you're a beginner, I implore you, please do not spend money on Facebook ads. It's like throwing money at the wall and hoping it sticks. You don't have experience in marketing. You don't have experience in sales. You don't have experience in copy. Just relax, save your money, because I'm telling you now, I've spent money and lost it on ads, and the next person in marketing has spent money and lost it on ads. You need to just think about the way that's going to be best for you to really succeed. And that's why I'm always suggesting organic strategies, especially as a beginner. So now let's step back and even offer organic strategy versus that argument versus high-low ticket. YouTube. If you're on YouTube and you're promoting a low ticket, I'm not mad at that. I think that with YouTube and TikTok, I think they're such great platforms for low ticket, value ladder low ticket though. Let's do value, something where you're getting them in the door for $10, and later on they're gonna get upsold on something by another sales team in that program to $1,000 program, to the $1,000 ticket sale, which is gonna get you at least 40% commission. I'm okay with that there, because once again, now you're pumping out to try and get these low ticket $10, $30, $40 sales, but that on the back end of that, there's a good chance, even if not a good chance, even if there's a 10% chance, there's a 10% chance that you can eventually get a $1,000 piece there. $1,000 piece of the product, $1,000 piece of the pie. So with that being said, go ahead and keep that in mind. I'm okay with that on the YouTube side. I'm okay with that as well on the TikTok side. But when it comes to organic, as we know, I specialize on Facebook organic. We're all hearing on Facebook right now, so we have to talk about it. On the Facebook side, we're doing organically. Well, you got to keep in mind your time. Your time is extremely valuable. A lot of people think, even when it comes to investing in themselves, they think, I got time, I'll just go ahead and just spend it and I'll be okay. You got to think about your time as money being spent. You know, at the end of the day, you really got to think about that. And now when it comes to organic side, if we're just promoting low ticket all the time, I think it's a waste of your time, unless you're doing the beginning to sharpen those skills. Like I said, man, it's all about sales, marketing, copy, you know? So, hey, when you're doing this in the beginning, use low ticket to, honestly, let's talk about my own experiences again. I promoted low ticket when I was starting off organically on Facebook. So I was spending a lot of time promoting a value ladder offer. And then from there, I was hoping to get them to buy the high ticket. You know, the sales team on the back end was going to get them to get the high ticket. And honestly, I did get conversions. So at the end of the day, yeah, it worked well. But did I stick with that? Am I still going on that same plan now? No, because I don't want to have to sell a bunch of these. And once again, get the hope for that 10% there. So because I'm spending my hard-earned time there. But once again, if you're on TikTok, if you're on YouTube, I support that. If you're doing Facebook ads because you're reinvesting from profits made, I support you going ahead with using a low ticket, but only value ladder, okay? Only value ladder. And stay away from ClickBank. That's just me, okay? Stay away from ClickBank. If you wouldn't buy it yourself, don't go promoting it. You know, that's how when I was starting off, I was promoting something like a battery reconditioner. You know, and I was thinking about, we'll talk about other niches later, but just long story short, promote something that you believe in. Because once again, when it comes to the selling side, and yeah, sure, you know, when I say selling is a general term here. At the end of the day, let's not be pushy in what we're doing here. Because if you're pushy, people won't buy. If you're not able to detach from the sale, detach from that, yes, people are not going to buy. Okay, so keep that in mind here. But in general, I want to really lay that out there. So as you can see, I'm giving you options with the high ticket, low ticket. If you're going to go low ticket, make sure that it's something that's not going to be busting your time out. Make sure, okay? And if you're going high ticket, make sure, I'm recommending high ticket all the way. So that's where I currently stand. So at the end of the day, hey, if you have low ticket, just make sure you're doing it in the right way. And it's okay to use it as, it's okay to use it as training wheels. I even teach that a lot of the time too. Just, you know, because you have to invest in these high ticket programs eventually. So realistically, I'm okay if you want to just use it to start and then kind of get it going from there. And then eventually maybe use your first value ladder, low ticket, high ticket sale, and then invest that into a high ticket program. All right, that's what I recommend there. Let's go. Man, I'm already using more time than I expected here, but yeah, I just want to keep giving you guys this good information here. So no, next up, recurring commissions versus one time. It looks like I probably, oh good. Thank you, spell check over here. All right, recurring commissions versus one time. How do I feel about that? Let's just lean back towards the last subject really quick. I always recommend high ticket. Okay, so now the one-time commissions. If you're doing one time and it's low ticket, yeah, go for recurring commissions. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to see you spend. We crunch the numbers. If you get a 10K month, you'd have selling a $10 product. You have to sell 1,000 products a month. We're not Amazon. We're not a big box store here. We can't just, I don't care who you are, you know, unless, once again, no, not even. I don't care who you are. Paid ads, all that. If you're doing all this for paid ads, that's a lot. The people who are pushing that and making these $10 sales, they are upfront sales. Believe that. They're not just running ads just to get $10, period. They're running these ads. They're running TikTok. They're running Facebook, YouTube. And they're using this low ticket offer as a way to get people in the door, and then they hit them with an upsell later on. All right, let's be forward about that first. So at the end of the day, if you're just on a straight up $10 product on ClickBank or Warrior Plus, something like that, and hoping to make $1,000 a month, 1,000 sales a month, relax and take a step back. Now, with that being said, so that's kind of why I say one time, I say recommend high ticket or value ladder at the very least. If you're gonna do a low ticket, I'd say it better be recurring then, type of thing. And there's no value ladder to it. You know, I'm okay with you promoting a $30 offer where you can get $18 commission every month. You know, ClickFunnels, a $99 offer where you get $60 every month, whatever their permission. I don't promote recurring. Let's be honest here. I tried it for a little bit when I was starting out. This is the post. You can check my profile. I even wrote about it today. All right. Here's another pro tip. I batch my content. So I didn't write it today, but I posted it today. Anyways, recurring commission. I don't know, man. Here's the thing. In theory, here's what everyone says. Oh, you know what? Let's just use the ClickFunnels. I'm just going to, from easy math, I'm going to say it's $100 for ClickFunnels. Let's just say you get 50% commission. Okay. Oh, you know what? All I got to do for me to make $100 a month, I just got to get 2 people to sign up. And then boom, that's $100 right there. Boom, profit. Okay, awesome. So now let's crunch the math a little more. All right, I want to get $1,000 a month. What's that take? 1,000 divided by 50. That's 20. I gotta get 20 people to sign up. Then I get $1,000 every month. Man, that's awesome right there. $1,000 every month. And obviously my goal isn't just have $1,000 a month. You know, whose bills are just $1,000 a month? Nobody. Everyone's is more than that. Unless you're living in your parents' house, which is fine. Save up and then grow from there. Save up for a high ticket product. No. But anyways, let's get serious here. Realistically, in theory, this sounds great, right? Of course. Yeah, get 20 people to sign up. They'll stay with ClickFunnels forever. Do you believe it? I don't believe it. Okay, let's be serious. Realistically, yeah, you get 20 people to sign up, and they all even if they all stay on for the first month, it's like that means assuming you're getting 20 people to sign up in the first month. You think no one's gonna drop out? They will, and then you have to keep on going. It's this never-ending game. And once again, you're doing a lot of work to make that happen. Now, in my experience, I say go for the high ticket. Spend your energy wisely, where you get paid for what you do, and you're not just hoping that they stay with something forever. All right, so that's my opinion there. I know that there's plenty of other suggestions there, but at the end of the day, here's another quick tip for you. Take a stance on something. You know, if you feel some type of way about something, even let's just step outside of affiliate marketing. You feel some type of way about something happening in the world, in front of you, with your family, with your friends, say something about it. I know that's what I teach as well, where really, when it comes to affiliate marketing, I'm okay with saying that I don't do this. I don't do that because that's how I feel. That's what I believe. That's the stance I'm taking. And I'm sticking to it. Okay, so like I said, I'm sharing with you what's worked for me and what's not worked for me. And recurring commissions, you know, who wants a 10K month? Who wants a 30K month? You think you're going to get that from, sure, it's okay having recurring commissions to help that. But that's not what's going to get you to the promised land, okay? It's just not. It's just, and you know, hey, at the end of the day, prove me wrong type of thing. If you're that desperate to kind of get the recurring commissions going there. All right, so now let's talk about this real quick. Man, I was planning on doing a short one today, but I'm on a roll right now. I want to keep it going for you guys. All right, so now let's talk about in-demand versus, let's just call it a random niche. I'm calling it random niche because that's as creative as I can get for the name right now. Okay, in demand versus random niche. When I was starting out, I was thinking, okay, you know what? Let me try a home and garden niche. You know, I kind of like that area there. Let me see how I feel about that. You know, I got a backyard. Oh, my fault too. I'm over. I didn't even see comments. Oh, I see someone dropping another hashtag live. Appreciate you being here. Go ahead. Hey, if you guys are liking this, drop a hashtag live. Drop a hashtag replay if you're catching the replay. I see someone with the hashtag fulfillment center. I might have to check that out later. I don't know what you mean by that, but I love the engagement. All right, so hey, and obviously smash that heart button if you're getting some good value here. Like I said, that's my goal at the end of the day. I'm here to help. All right, so back to it. Okay, like I was saying, in-demand niche versus random niche. I was thinking about promoting kind of like the home and garden aspect when I was first getting into this. You know, I was like, oh, you know what? I like cutting grass. Let me get into this. You know, fast forward. You start to realize that people, first off, people aren't buying home and garden stuff from Home and Depot, you know, Lowe's, home and garden centers, your local place. I'd rather have you focus on something that is in demand. And realistically, all right, I'm just telling you from what's my own experience here. All right, I'm not preaching something that I don't talk about. I don't do. Wealth and health. Anything inside of that, I'm okay with. If you're starting off, it's kind of like how I feel about doing Facebook ads, like I was saying earlier. If you're going to start off doing Facebook ads before you have any experience with sales, marketing, copy, you're kind of setting yourself up. You're kind of setting yourself up there, okay? You want to give yourself the best chance to succeed without feeling like you're climbing an uphill battle. So do yourself a favor, start with an in-demand niche, and now look, we're bringing this all full circle. Start with an in-demand niche. Once you get that going, go ahead and get that second niche going if you want. If you so desire. You know, I'm in the wealth niche. I'm still in the wealth niche. I don't really promote another niche. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, of course, I have multiple offers. but I'm in one niche because once again, congruency. Congruency. You want to be able to. My email list is built of a certain type of person. Why am I gonna? It's tough for me to want to invest my time into a whole nother niche and start from rock bottom when I can embrace and I can maybe start just go into another niche down in a different direction instead of just going to a completely different niche. Once again, wealth. There's affiliate marketing, make money online. That's pretty much this whole make money online is basically affiliate marketing niche to me. So now let's step aside to another wealth niche, real estate. If you're promoting that, those are still type of people who are interested in investing, things like this. All right. So just really try and focus on an in-demand niche and not the random ones as much. Because if you want to do a random, you're really going to need the capital and the talent to start to really dive in, find your ideal customer, find the place that are going to actually get you hot leads, get you to convert traffic into sales, and start seeing some results. Okay. Man, I got two more. I got another call coming up, but I'm going to give you at least these last two because I wrote them down, so that means you deserve to hear them. Okay, so now, next up here, we're going to talk about one of my favorites. Organic versus paid ads, okay? Organic versus paid ads. Everyone's favorite topic. Maybe not everyone's favorite topic, but it's the one that you hear about all the time. And I think that I hear about all the time because, once again, I'm having a lot of conversations. And what I see all the time, don't be this person. I've already talked about it a couple times here. I'm going to start with Facebook ads because it's faster. I got money to spend. I'm just going to jump into Facebook ads and, have fun with it. Yeah, I feel like let's even start with that second response. I got money. Let me just throw Facebook ads to it. Hey, if it flops, it flops. I don't believe that you really feel that way. Yeah, people got money to blow. At the end of the day, do you really have money to blow like that, where you just truly don't care whether you just? Why don't you just go give the money to your family or something like that if you really feel that way? You must have a lot of money. So majority of people in affiliate marketing are not in this bucket. Even though they might say, I got money to spend, I got a job. So it's like, and even on the job side, I can somewhat understand the job part. Maybe you work and you get like 1 hour a day to put in your business. I think it's really tough to start an affiliate marketing business 1 hour a day. Realistically, I probably would just say don't start an affiliate marketing business. I mean, hey, I'm just speaking honest out here. I think you gotta have at least 2 hours minimum. And if that's the case, go organic. Go organic there. You're throwing money at the wall when you're going with paid ads and you don't have the experience in marketing, sales, copy, places that really matter, okay? So you don't know your target audience. Who are you gonna, what interests are you gonna hit when you're going to promote? Are you just gonna hit entrepreneur and just aim at the millions and millions of people who have hit a like in entrepreneur and have your ad spend be gigantic because you just don't know who your ideal customer is because you haven't been talking to them, you haven't been out there in the field, out there in the jungle, really trying to make it happen? When that's the case, take a step back, think organic. Now the tough part too, I'll admit this, it's kind of tough to find a true organic strategy, at least on the Facebook side, for free. Now with that being said, there's also TikTok and there's also YouTube. So keep those in mind. Great options there as well. But you know me, I'm all about the Facebook organic side. So keep that in mind. And you know what? Once again, I'm going to give you this little last one because I think it segues nicely into this next bit. And this is the last one, this is the last one I'm going to leave for you guys here. But basically this right here is another big one that eventually you'll find your way. Mentor versus no mentor. Like I said, you can see the trend here today. We're doing all verses, okay? Find some guidance. I'm not even gonna harp on this one too long because you know the answer. How long have you been doing what you've been doing here? How long have you been making it happen? Oh, look at that. Sounds like my daughter's over knocking behind me. She knows the deal. I'm telling you. You gotta get a mentor eventually. How many people have succeeded on their own? Let me leave you with this little analogy here. You go into a job, you sit down, you get to work. Does your boss expect you to know exactly what you're doing? It's your first day on the job. You sit down at the computer, you sit down behind the cashier, and you get to work. You think you're gonna mess up? Of course you're gonna mess up. Now here's an argument. Here's the argument here all the time. I got time to mess up. I'm in no rush. Once again, when I hear that, Let's think back to that major key I said. Time. Okay? I know you think that time, you got a ton of it. We're all in this world for a certain amount of time here, okay? You got families you got to provide for. They'd be doing a lot better if you would speed up your timeline and make it happen. That's why you're in this industry. So just keep that in mind there. Let me just give you the answer to that. The little analogy I had there. No, they wouldn't expect you to know what you're doing. Because if you get into a job, they're going to train you first. And who's training you? Your boss. AKA he's getting paid to mentor you, to coach you, to make sure that you do a good job so that he gets his praise. And a good mentor is trying to teach someone so that they can also get praises back. So they can know that what they're doing is actually helping out people, actually getting them to reach their goals. So I want to leave you with that one. Like I said, you can definitely go back and check this out if you're kind of jumping on this late. Like I said, drop that hashtag live if you made it this far. If you made it this far, salute to you. Like I said, you're realizing that there's gems to be dropped over here. And once again, this is just the beginning. Not even the beginning. We've been doing this, but you know how it goes. So appreciate you guys for being here. Like I said, drop the hashtag live, hashtag replay, smash that love button if you got some value here, which I really hope you did. Like I said, we went through multiple platforms versus one platform, multiple offers versus one offer, high ticket versus low ticket, recurring commissions versus one-time commissions, in-demand niche versus random niche, organic versus paid ads, and mentor versus no mentor. Okay. You already know this is going to be here for you guys whenever you need it. Feel free to jump back and watch this back. Oh, enjoy the rest of your week, man. Let's dive in. Let's make this one count. It's the last week of February. I know I'm excited. I'm excited to make it, to end this with a bang. So, hey, until next time, I'll see you guys in the group. Hey, thanks for watching this video all the way through. Make sure you go ahead and like this if you got a ton of value from, which I hope you did. Subscribe to the channel and absolutely go ahead and join us in our Original Chapters community. Links right down there in the description. And as always, you are designed to become who you choose to be. I'll see you later.